Hey y'all, this is Christy from Teadoddles, and today I'm doing the tutorial for the mini wreath that came with the fourth Maker Quarterly bag for winter of 2022. This is, there are two of these still available. It does come with a bag and some charms. I'll put a picture at the end of this so you can see what that is. And like I said, there'll be two for sale up in the shop still. If you're interested. Now, you got two of these and two of these that I wired together myself, and two poinsettias, which yours will have a leaf on it. The ones that I had left did not have the leaf. And then you got this ribbon and this velvet wired ribbon. Now, mine is shorter than the ones you received, so I'll have to piece some things together more so than you will. This is just one of these picks that I took apart here. You can take it apart so you can have individual pieces, or you can leave it together, however you prefer to do it. This is a little thick to work with, which is why I took mine apart. So the first thing I'm going to do is cover my wreath with this velvet ribbon. Now, originally I was going to do chenille yarn, and the chenille yarn I received was dirty and not usable, so I had to come up with another solution because I didn't want to order more chenille yarn that came in dirty. So, this was my solution, a wired velvet ribbon. Because I wanted a snowy background to match the fabric that's on the bags. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to tuck in this first piece. Kind of tuck it in just like that behind here. And I'm going to start wrapping. Depending on how tight and how you space this out will give you a different look. Like I said, my ribbon is slightly shorter than the ones y'all received because it was what I had left over. Try not to catch everything with it, but I'm just going to wrap just like this, if I can stop grabbing things with it. There we go. So I'm kind of adjusting this as I go. If you want it to have less wrinkles, you can play with it more. Certainly, it's going to have some wrinkles because you're going around a curved surface. I just want these pleats. It's going to help me tuck things in and not have to twist it around the frame. Now, if you want to do it, use your picks on the frame without the ribbon, you can certainly do that. I like to send kits which have options for you to explore and do different things. So I just tuck that in back behind there because it has the wire. I can just tuck it in just like that. And I have to wrap this other piece. So I'm going to make sure I got it right first. Yeah. I'll tuck that in as well. And just start wrapping again. So, and I'll be back when I finish wrapping this. Okay, my wreath is completely wrapped. At the top, I just turned this around. I tucked it into one of the pleats to hold it. It holds pretty good because it's wired. You can spread this out and move this around to make adjustments as you like. I'm going to start putting my picks on here. Now, you can certainly, like I said, use it without the ribbon. I also have this red ribbon, which yours should be long enough to wrap around if you want that sort of look. I'm going to use mine to just make a bow. So, like I said, you have a lot of choices. So I'm going to use this one that I've taken apart. And I'm just going to tuck things into the pleats. Now, you see me push down here. I'm just kind of bending this one. This one's really heavy duty. So I like to, if I'm going to do something on one side, I like to do it on the other side of a wreath. So I'm going to take this apart as well. And really, you can just pull those out like that. And then this comes out like that. So, since this is going in a circle, this one would go up here for me. Tuck that in. Just kind of bend it a little bit, get it to stay in there better. A little porcupine piece. All right. So you certainly could have stuck the whole pick in just like it was. I just wanted more space in mine. And to keep this from poking through the ribbon in the back, I'm just going to kind of bend this up just like that to make this a smoother surface. So when I put this in here, it doesn't want to catch in things so easily. I'm going to put that right like that. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. You certainly can have a one-sided wreath. You don't have to do it like I do. There we go. And we got those in there. I think I'm going to use this next. I did put a piece of wire on the end of these that you can unwind. So you could attach it to the wireframe if you wanted to, because this was something I put together myself. Like you can just go ahead and fold that over if you want to do it like what I'm doing. So I'm going to tuck this in, this next little pleat, and try to arrange this in a way that I like. The good thing about having this wired ribbon is that it helps hold things in place, right? So this panco's a little smaller, but I can move it around a little bit if I want. And then the same thing for this one. I'll put it on this end over here. Stick that in there, just like that. Most of this stuff is very maneuverable, so you can bend it to how you would like it. And the last thing I have on my poinsettias, and these have a really long stem. Well, I also have these, so let me think about this. So if I put this down here, can I put this? Sometimes you just want to lay things out. Maybe I'll do it like that. Kind of like that. Yeah. So I'm going to do this one first. I'm going to bend it. This is the little, this is made of cork snowflake. I'm glad I had some left that had a cork snowflake on it, because there were two that were missing their snowflake. That's what happens when you order things online, I tell you what. So before I put that one up top there, I'm going to do my poinsettia so I can see how I like it. I'm also going to bend this one to put down here. You can snip it off if you want. This one wouldn't poke as easily because it's covered. Let's see. Do I want to put it here? Because this is kind of big. I'm smushing it. I can adjust these little petals. Some of them are going to be bent, and usually you can bend them right like that. Get things tucked in a little better. Hiding little pieces. Alright, this I'm going to have to bend to get it to do what I want it to do. Alright, so now I'm ready to do the other side. I'll go ahead and get my... This one's going to work a little bit different because I don't have another pleat over here, since this is where I wrapped my... I have a bigger pine cone too. Let me think about this for a minute because I don't want that up so high. I may have to stick it way down here. Let's see how that looks. Do what I want you to do, poinsettia. I think I can have that with a ribbon that I want to put on here. So this may also be a case where I need to trim this. I'll try to do it without trimming. You really need wire clippers to trim these. I haven't said that already. Okay, so this side's a little bit different, but that's okay. If you use scissors, you may ruin your scissors, so just be aware. Okay. So there, I like the way that looks. And you can hang it different ways if you want. Pine cone's trying to wiggle. That one's just so much bigger than the other one, but that's okay. Nature is that way, right? So, and I may not put this ribbon on here. I just like to give y'all options, but you could certainly tie you a little bow if you wanted. Like so, or if you do it, I would want to trim that off if I left that there. I don't really like the bow on it myself, but if you like it, you can certainly put it on there. And it might make more sense if you, I did mine offset. If you did it where you had more of a space up here and not a space in both areas, because I left a space on both sides, you could, if you put it together more, that's what I'm trying to say, you could put a ribbon up at the top. That would make more sense probably, but I just put that ribbon in there for extra pizzazz if you like it. I'm going to not use it on mine. So there, it's just a cute little wreath. You can hang this on your door if your door is covered. I don't know that if these picks were made for outdoors or not. I'm going to say no. But if it's under most wreaths, if it's under a shelter, you can put it there, and it'll be just fine. So, see, this is nice and wintry, so it could still be used. We are still in winter, so I hope y'all really like it, and I'd love to see y'all's wreaths. If you want to share the ones you made, you can post them in my Facebook group, which I'll list down below to share. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoy again, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.